Being friends with a girl you like means nothing if the whole time you're just waiting for them to come around and be like, oh, I wanted you the whole time. If you just,
Oh, yeah.
if that friendship is just you hoping to be rewarded for it, it's not a friendship. It is nothing. And you're just as disrespectful and manipulative as all those like jock or player stereotypes that you hate. You're just less honest with yourself about it. And it's incredibly harmful. So if somebody's already rejected you and you don't, if friendship isn't enough, you need to just go. Just move on.
Yeah.
Stop pretending. Because movies have done this like you keep on trying. You stick to your guns. Quitters never win. You just stick around and someday they'll realize that who they loved was their best friend the whole time. Like they make it into this huge romantic ideal.
It's basically making girls out to be a video game.
Yeah, it's dumb. In real life, that is not romantic. That is creepy. You need to calm down. You don't earn a relationship. A lot of things in life are based on luck. Sorry, bro.
Yep.
If you failed the luck test, you got to try somewhere else. There's nothing you can do. And
sometimes the mean jock is actually a nice guy, and she actually does like him. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just dishonest to assume that sitting around waiting to be some knight in shining armor is anything that happens in real life. That is nothing. Because the way movies make that out, they're disrespecting the decisions and freedom of the girl or whoever involved that you happen to be obsessing over for no reason.
Right.
And respecting their autonomy is important. And actually, I came across this quote really recently that Terry Crews said on The Daily Show within the last week, and I thought it was really good. And it was, it is impossible to love someone and control them at the same time. So you need to let go. Stop trying to like think, oh, their decisions are stupid. Soon they'll realize I was the right decision. You're like judging other people's lives a little too much.
Yeah.
And that makes you not the right answer. And I think that while I figured that out pretty quickly within the next, 5 years, I didn't have to wait till now. I didn't just figure it out yesterday.
Yeah.
But that would have been a good lesson for 18-year-old Martin, and really anyone, as clearly society has a terrible problem with this, especially lately. It's not great, and it's not romantic to keep trying. It's dumb.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
You know what? I didn't write this down on my list, but I think it needs to be said. And I think my 18-year-old self knew this. I think my parents taught me this lesson quite well, but it's a lesson that a lot of people need to learn. You got to learn how to lose.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that a lot of the problems our country is having right now stems from the fact that we talked about this. The expectations and having them violated is like the worst thing. This is why slave uprisings happened when freedoms were taken away rather than just from people who were always downtrodden. A lot of people that are growing up today don't know how to lose. And they grow up with this expectation that the world owes them something, or they grow up living a life where everything is given to them, and then eventually they lose and they don't know how to deal with it. And it could be a girl rejecting them, or it could be the fact that they don't have friends, or they could be, not getting into a school that you apply for, or not getting a job that you want, or not getting a scholarship. Regardless of what it is, you have to learn how to lose gracefully. This is why I absolutely hate it when I hear about little leagues and, kids sports organizations giving out consolation prizes or having no winners and losers. Everyone wins because they participated. I think that's more harmful than good to do that, because you're teaching kids at a young age, just because you participated means you won. And then they grow up and they're unable to deal with the event where, life smacks them in the face. They can't take it.
Yeah, well, you
and
feel
sometimes
like
they
the universe
snap.
wronged you.
Absolutely.
But it didn't. It's just chance. Stuff happens.
And for the people who want to get political in the comments, obviously this is not the only issue. It combines with other issues we have, but I think that this is the root. We have so many people who don't know how to lose. Their expectations are shattered and they cannot cope with it. So this is why I say expose yourself to difficult things. At the lowest level, play video games on hard mode.
Yeah.
Let yourself lose, because the people who are successful in life are the ones who lose, get up, and then they try again and eventually win. There's not a single successful person in the world who got there because they always won every single time. Nobody's Ozymandias. Everyone loses. And the successful ones are the people who can cope with it.
Yeah, I think it's really important to not confuse losing with being a victim.
Yeah.
You can be both, but they're not the same thing. Losing at something honestly that you tried and failed at is you're not being victimized by anything.
Yeah. Losing just means you tried. That's a good
just
thing.
how it works.
You know, you're not the victim, you're the protagonist. You just been set back a little bit.